Casey here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are back for another speed building video here on my channel. For this video we are doing something fun. This is something new to me. Of course, here on my channel is also new. It's something very different, as you guys can see right now. It was supposed to be a trailer house, but then it ended up to look more like a bus house. So this is a tiny living bus house. So if you guys are curious as to how I built this cute little bus house, then just keep on watching. So now that we are on to the building part, one of the main inspirations for this build was the new game pack for the Sims 4 game, which was released last week. Yeah, it was released last week. Unfortunately, I don't have the pack since I still don't have money, and yeah. The new game pack is called Strangerville, if some of you guys still don't know. The first teasers that the Sim Gurus gave us were so weird. Like, the eyes were popping and stuff like that, but once it came out, it's a very interesting pack, and it's mainly focused around a specific gameplay wherein you have to solve puzzles or solve a mystery in Strangerville. And yeah, why I got inspired to make a bus house for this video was because in that game pack there were a lot of trailer houses, and that was my main idea for this video, was to make it as a trailer house, but then eventually became a bus house because I did enjoy putting those details in front of the house. So a lot of the items here are more of aesthetic items. So this bus house, or the converted bus house, has a functional second floor. And the way that I built the second floor, since you guys have already seen a small clip before the speed build, was that I used the roof and made it have the glass roof so that you guys can still see what's underneath the roof. So I placed there the bedroom, and then just a tiny activity area at the top. Yeah, I think that's what I did. So basically, it's a converted bus house with that on the second floor. As you guys can see right now, I'm playing around with the roof, just to make sure that it's still a tiny house, it's still tiny living. And yeah, I didn't really want to make the bus longer because I know that mainly a school bus is a long bus, but I still wanted it to be a tiny house, so I decided to use up the second floor. Instead of building walls, I decided to use the glass roofs because the walls are a bit tiny bit taller than the glass roof, so I didn't really want to add walls here just because I like the height of it already, especially when I extended the roof. I don't know what you call that part, but when I extended that part, it fit perfectly above that area, like a hangout area on the second floor. And then here I finally added the how do I say this? The spout? Not the spout, what the fudge? The front of the bus to make it look more like a bus. And then I'm just adding more of those wall decor to add black lines around the house to replicate the black lines on a school bus. And then what else did I do? A lot of things will change in this build, although I didn't really add everything that I changed, especially because if I did, this video would be longer. And yeah, I played around with a lot of items for this build, like placing a lot of trees, which then later on, I'm not really sure if I added the clip or not. Maybe I didn't I think I did it with the gameplay. But yeah, later on, a lot of things will change in the build. You guys will see it in the screenshots, or if you guys download it on the gallery, you will notice that a lot of things are a lot of things are missing or have changed in the build, especially with the trees again, because I added a tree in front or to the side of the bus house, which is blocking the view for you guys to see directly this greenhouse that we are currently building. So I will delete that tree, which you guys will see later on. And then a lot of things changed inside, because of course when you're using move objects on cheat, there are things that you might think are not blocking an item, which are blocking an item. So you really have to test play it in live mode, so that is it live mode or live mode? I'm not really sure. But yeah, you have to test it in live mode, because if not, some of the items in a build might not be useful. Like, it's either the sim can't use the bed, or the sim can't reach the bathroom because something is blocking the door and stuff like that, or something is blocking the bathtub and things like that, which can be not really that fun, especially if you're not that the builder and you just want to use the house to use the house in your gameplay. I mean, I'm guilty of doing that when I started the channel, wherein I uploaded a lot of builds wherein I did not really test play it. So it's like I still uploaded the build without test playing it, so there are a lot of items in my previous builds that are not really useful, like the ones that I have been currently uploading, which were the some of my old builds, like the red velvet, which I did test play. What else? The tuxedo, and then just most of the items, or not most of the items, like most of the builds that I did long ago. Unfortunately, around that time, I didn't really test play it, but before I uploaded it, oh my gosh, I can't talk. I placed it in the gallery. Recently, I did test play it, so if you guys were to download those builds, those would have been test played, so it would be ready to go when you play it for your sims. Anyways, I've rambled so much with something that is not related with this video. But yeah, anyways, as you guys can see, I'm just adding a lot of clutter to the greenhouse, and then if you guys have noticed, I skipped a lot of items or clips to lead to this part, because some of those clips are just redundant and some of those are useless because I did delete them. Anyways, so yeah, if you guys are curious what happened in that clip, it was because instead of pressing the 9 key, I pressed the 8 key, and I had a specific view placed on that 8 key, so it went there. But anyways, I'm adding some things at the back of the pickup. I got this idea from someone who did the challenge, the Furnish for Dylan Sims challenge, which I do here on my channel, and which is which a lot of simmers also participate in, which is by Dylan Sims. I forgot who did the pickup with the things at the back of it, but I got that idea from that challenge, from that simmer who did that fantastic job of putting those in there, with the idea of I can't remember what the idea she had or he had, but it was like it was move-in day, and then they still had items inside the pickup. So yeah, I got that idea from there. And then in this kitchen, the shelf that is behind the fridge will be deleted later on, because for some reason it is indeed blocking the use of the fridge, which I just noticed when I did the test play, because the sim doesn't want to open the fridge because of that, so I had to delete that. And then I placed a fire sensor, fire alarm, oh, farm alarm, fire alarm in this kitchen, which is so far from the stove. I'm so sorry if some of you guys are bothered by that, but it's because there's no other place that I could put it near the stove. I wanted to put it above the um, the windows, but then it would clip through the ceiling, so I had to put it above the refrigerator. And then not a lot of things changed in this living space, and as you guys can see, it's very retro at this point. I won't say retro, kinda retro, yeah, kinda retro because of the rug, and the color scheme is very mid-century. A lot of the items that I used in this build are from Parenthood, Get Famous, Jungle Adventure, Laundry Day of course, and then what else? I think I used some items from City Living, I can never say that word properly, City Living. Oh, I said it right. But yeah, City Living, and then Cats and Dogs, because I made this lot pet friendly. You guys won't see it in any of the clips that I placed in this video because I didn't really record the part wherein I was displaying it, and I didn't really think of I didn't really thought that I would that I would add more items to this build. But yes, I did add a dog's bed, just a small dog's bed inside the bedroom, and then I added some dog bowls inside and outside of the house, and one toy box for your dogs. But yeah, and then I added more things to this build, especially the starter plants, which I added to the build, which is of course in the build. I added I think I got the starter pack for the vegetables, the flowers, and the fruits, although I didn't really complete everything because with the fruits they only gave me blueberries, was it? Blueberries or grapes? I think it was blueberries, and an apple. For the flowers, I had, I think, bluebell and a daisy. And then for the vegetables, I got 3, which were basil. Was it basil? Oh my gosh, I forgot. Parsley, sage. I almost said sage, and I forgot the other one. But yeah, there are 3 vegetables which are already planted and are. I was supposed to water them, but then when I was about to do the screenshots and the cinematic views for this build, it was the Sims game was having a thunderstorm. But anyways, as you guys can see, we are done with the video. So if you guys enjoyed the video, punch that like button down below. If you have any comments, suggestions, opinions, or just about anything that you guys want to share with us here on my channel, don't be afraid to comment it down below because I do enjoy hearing from you guys and hearing your thoughts, your opinions, and then of course I listen to your opinions and your suggestions because most of my videos right now are something that I have got from your suggestions. And of course, if you are new to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you guys can subscribe, because I built this channel to share my creations to you guys, not only to the Sims community, but of course also to those who are interested in my videos, and in hopes to give you and your Sims love, joy, and happiness. Again, thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and we'll see you on my next video. Bye!